useful innovation. And there's certainly other components. There's marketing that has to go into getting a cool product from being a science experiment or being a potentially useful application into the world. And but so I would say like it is the the way that something solves a problem and the size of that problem that is more important than maybe how it's technically solved. And that's something that a lot of hackers and cypherpunks, even builders in crypto, don't quite see, because I think they're engaging out of interest with the tech, whereas I'm less technical, admittedly, but more entrepreneurial. And that's my lens and how I view things.
What did you, very curious, what did you study when you studied something in specific when you were young, 17, 22, 23, and how did you develop that into what you're doing now?
Hmm. Um, in high school, I pretty much did none of the work, and I spent more time reading or drawing or writing. And I did start reading economics books fairly early. Um, in high school, when I was in high school, Ron Paul was running for Republican presidential candidate in the U.S. And he talked a lot about the gold standard and the Constitution and these the political ideals that the United States was founded on. And I was enamored by that. I really, really liked Ron Paul, and um, just the message of liberty and freedom. It resonated with me really strongly, and so that sort of led me to. I don't know that determined my area of interest in school. In university, I studied information systems, which
Mm-hmm.
is like business tech, and I also studied business analytics, which is kind of statistics, data science, and after that, I graduated school, graduated university, and got more into the technical aspect of things. I had been interested in Bitcoin, found that during university. And so um, after that, I taught myself to program, learned Python, got a data science gig, and have just been, slowly working on my technical skills over time,
Mm-hmm.
while to the degree that it's needed for to supplement the work that I do with like helping people design their protocols. We do some modeling with token dynamics, so things like that are inherently a little bit technical, and so I've built up a lot of those technical skills over time.
Yeah. Yeah, those technical skills, they do come in layers, and yeah, understanding different players. I think it became more complex, I would argue. With the decentralization world, it became a little bit more different languages, different systems and ways. I'm not saying more complex, maybe it's just became more tech in general. um, but what's your perspective on general this like current balance of narratives between the decentralization world, which includes Web3 crypto, right, and then the AI world, which really more like Web2 type, right? Where does these two meet? Where do they meet?
Yeah, that's really interesting. I Vitalik wrote about this a year or two ago, and I liked his take. I had that take, and he voiced a lot of my intuitions,
Mm.
which is there isn't a huge intersection between AI and crypto yet, and I think there have been advancements that have enabled more of an intersection between AI and crypto. Um, but yeah, I would say I see at least two, um, and I will also speak to the areas of intersection that I see people discussing that I don't resonate with, that I don't think are good intersections of AI and crypto. The first one, the main one, is infrastructure for AI agents.
Yeah.
I think people are likely to and probably have been creating generalized AI agents that can go out and seek crypto as a you know a way to build their own wealth. I think we see this with MEV bots to a degree. Like if you were to put any kind of flexibility or machine learning into the back end of an MEV bot, you could call that AI. Like AI is just machine learning, which is just data science, which is just statistics, and it's codified, it's programmed.